That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, we're getting live in the heart of Europe. The most badass broadcasting all the known land. I'm Tommy C. And this, top of the point. Aiden here, Genie behind the glass. They're not happy with me, guys. They're not happy with me.
Curious.
Look, this is not aimed at to change Spicy Chat's mind. They're going to find a way around it. They're going to say it's this or it's not enough or what have you. I got to be honest with you. This didn't need to be, and I'm glad he didn't put it in because it gives you more hairs to split. This doesn't need to be in Willie's video. It doesn't. He didn't make it up. Look at the quote below me. My docs originated from a niche forum by this guy, KUIHMAN's unhinged viewers. That's the claim. That's it. That's the only claim. Can we agree on that? Because that's what's in the video. That is the claim. That's it. The only claim. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to make fun of Aiden crying. And it's funny. Very funny. So that's all you have to remember. Now, this is the people that kind of look at this stuff lightly, maybe follow some of Chud's streams, Nick's streams, and what have you, and wow, I heard that there's no evidence, and Willie just made it up. I heard Tommy's just making stuff up. I watched Augie. They're just making stuff up because, KUIHMAN's people were mad at him. Well, that's for these people. The people that are, you can go to my Twitter account now. All the posts that I've made about Chud or KUIHMAN in the past 24 hours, filled with pedophile. The same people that say I don't have evidence are calling me pedophile and a child molester and all sorts of other wonderful things. But I got to be honest with you, it really doesn't bother me all that much because A, I can't do anything about it, and B, I mean, if I got captured by the Iraqis, I think I'd be a lot worse than lied to. So here we go. It's actually quite quick. It's very easy. It's simple to figure out. All right. But first and foremost, you got to know that they don't want me to talk. Remember, there's the quote. My docs originated on niche forum by this guy's unhinged viewers. Right? That's the lie that Willie told. Oh, let's get the chat working. Yes, sir. Oh, first time. Can you believe that? That's beautiful. Bingo. Unbelievable. First time. Here's the thing. This got nothing to do with it, but here it is.
All I'm saying is, okay, I'm doing a public call right now to my community to try and find every time that Tommy CP has insulted me, okay? I'm trying to find every time that Tommy C has insulted me, okay?
Oh, look, it's the insult under German defamation law. Too bad he couldn't read it in German.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm big trouble. Big trouble.
Ooh.
Backups.
All I'm saying.
Look, obviously, what that is done, what they're doing there, it's pretty simple. It's a threat that they're never going to follow through on, so they could always turn around and say it's a joke. I'm not particularly worried about it. If you read it in German, this is. I'm not explaining anything. I'm just explaining. Oh, Tommy, be careful. I'm explaining for either people that would actually be concerned about something like that. These things cover, because the word insult is what English speakers get hung up on. It's got to be insult and defamation. Like I'd have to call him a pedophile, and he would have to be able to show that damaged him, his honor. Now, I'm not a big fan of that thing. Saying somebody's honored, but we're not in States over here. So it's really, it's a joke until if it hits. If I stop doing, if I get a little nervous, mission accomplished. If he gets called out like he got called out, then it's a joke. So there we go. They don't want me talking. If you go to my Twitter account right now and see the sheer amount of stuff about my parenting and everything else, it's all there for you to see. And you'll notice the same people are saying there is no evidence. All right. So what is Willie's quote? Again, my docs originated on a niche forum from KUIHMAN's unhinged viewers. KUIHMAN was never accused of doxing. I'm accusing him of doxing from this. This is very simple. This is it. This is KUIHMAN doxing and playing stupid.
Destiny actually called for my death, said he would kill me. There is actually a moment in this video that shows Destiny attempting to dox me as well. Obviously, I'm not the only person this has happened to. Now, something a little
Here comes the hypothetical about Destiny.
interesting I saw someone tweet out. A fellow by the name of Little Steve tweeted something very interesting out. Little Steve, Massa Stevie.
Which you see him being covered up because afterwards, and KUIHMAN's actually said, I didn't dox him because the re-upload was censored. That's great. I would if you had the same generosity for others.
Said anything involving this bad empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable, IMO. Anything is justified against bad empanada and anyone that supports him. Well, let's apply those standards. Why are we saying this about bad?
There's Willie There's Willie Stocks, and his wedding's in a couple days at this point. He's doing this on purpose. Not only he's being cute about it. He's sitting there saying, "Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about no targets, no unfair targets." I'm not saying there's no unfair targets. I'm not saying that anything goes as this is going on in the background. This is what killed them. This is why the community the Diorio's community, and this is why a Willie's community turned on him. They blame me, but I was like this much part of it. You know why? Well, look at how many people are in here now. I really don't have that kind of influence, right? But here it is. He's doxing him. Now, this is weird. What did he say? My dox originated from a niche forum by this guy's KUIHMAN's Unhinged viewer. He never called him a doxer for this because his thing is that this is already out there. This is a dog whistle to say that he's a good target. That's what it is as he goes on. That's Willie's argument. My argument, this is doxing. But Destiny did, okay, he doxed him too. But they had more use. It doesn't matter. It's a dox. It's black and white. It's a dox. I suppose you could split hair, get in semantic debates about whether it was on purpose or not. Please. You have to be as stupid as Smaggle Daggle to come away with it. You have to be on the team. You have to be on the island.
Bad empanada. Well, it appears to be.
And he's smiling the whole way through.
Because bad empanada doxed Willie Mac's wife. So, would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who
you can't even stop grinning,
violence or allusions to violence, should be fair game, and all of their supporters?
This, while his dox is in the background, while he scrolled, or excuse me, not even scroll, he's playing the video.
And all of their supporters, okay? All the personalities that back him up, all the chatters that back him up, everything.
He can't even hold it in. Most people saw this and they're like, that guy's a doxer. Fuck this shit. I don't even need to know the details. They're the ones like, you don't have any proof. Well, there it is. I'm calling him a doxer. He doxed him.
Adjust everything against these people. Anything is justifiable. That seems to be the standard to me.
Thank you.
Is that anything is justifiable against Destiny and the people who support him.
At minimum, it's a dog whistle.
No? Is that not the standard?
Unless you got to play stupid. Unless you're going to play dumb. Well, you can't prove that. You can't. All right, come on. Give me a break. Circumstantial evidence puts people to death all the time.
Standard? That's what he's laying out for me here. Now, I have principles. I don't think it's no bad tactics, only bad targets. That's not me. But Destiny is very clearly laying out that those are the standards that he believes in. Those are the standards he wishes to be enforced. Is if you're a doxer, if you call for violence, anything is justifiable against you and your supporters.
Order taken.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying, Max. Actually,
Yeah. That's not what I'm saying, Max. So this is why they've had to beg that Aiden and KUIHMAN and Chud to some extent had to beg Diorio to come in because people saw this video and they said, fuck that shit. That guy's a doxer. I don't need to know all the freaking details. I don't know the answer. The only thing that's left is Willie accused KUIHMAN's community of doxing him. That's what he said. Willie accused, not him. I accused him. Willie didn't. I think it's actually kind of stupid. It's clear that this is a dox. The only way to get around it is to play stupid or entertain this stupid fucking game that he's playing. That's it. Now, what is the standard to say? Now, maybe Willie slandered his entire community. What is the standard to say something came from somebody else's community? There's got to be one, right? I mean, just because one person writes in anywhere, it doesn't make it like the entire community, right? Even though if you go to my Twitter timeline, look at my replies right now, you'll see a bunch of people from Spicy Chat, Chud's community, and KUIHMAN's community calling me a pedophile, all right? Some of the same people will be telling me I have no evidence at the same time. So what's that standard? Let's ask KUIHMAN. What's the standard to say something's from somebody's community?
I'm seeing where all the fucking retards are coming from. It's the Diorio Discord again. Look, this person here, Noid, saying, he's trying so hard to get Nick to cow out like Tommy and Willie did. No, I'm trying to get Nick to be honest, okay?
Okay. Can we fairly say that came from Diorio's community? I mean, it came from his Discord, right? Guys, yeah. I don't disagree with him. Yeah. I think it came from Diorio's community. Well, that's fair. I think that's fair. Number one, this is a fan of KUIHMAN talking about doxing Willie. Willie Mack is generally evil. He fully deserves to get doxed in his own thread. That dude is downplaying Destiny's action, and it's the same thing that you said. He's compromised. He's everything else. Here it is. But here's the important part. Willie Mack is generally evil. He fully deserves to get doxed in his own thread. I'll get to why we can kind of prove that he's a KUIHMAN fan, all right? Because that's all he said. He said his unhinged viewers. I think this is one of his unhinged viewers. I don't think it's a lie. Datman, I'm probably going to utilize my break from work along to A-Log Willie Mack. My initial reading of his first video on Destiny was motivated more like stupidity than blatant sweeping. The recent revelation that Erudite helped him making the video, which is something was made up and never proven. For all the guys that are bitching and moaning about having absolute like DNA proof. And him falling in line with the rest of the footsies about J-Stock Cherry stuff shows he's either malicious, either a malicious opportunist or so stupid in intent it makes no difference. Before I start gathering docs material on him, I'm going to go through all the content to make sure how retarded it is. So, all right, I'm saying this is a KUIHMAN fan. All right. Magically, Willie's docs comes from more than likely a sock account and replies to Stranger Me. Why would he find Stranger Me? Well, Stranger Me doesn't particularly like Willie. The docs originated from his unhinged viewers. Can we say these are unhinged viewers? That's the only claim that Willie ever made.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Did he say all his viewers? No, it came from his community.
Nope, just the unhinged one.
That's his statement of fact. That is an objective fact. It came from his community. At no time did Willie say that he doxed him. You'll see them sort of twist that and say he did. He didn't say it. I said it because all you need is this goddamn video of him fucking grinning ear to ear. All you need is Hutch talking about setting up an interview with him or a debate with him, and he was already getting doxed at Kiwi Farms. So he's like, I know what that community's about. That's all you need. All right? So this guy comes in, replies to Stranger Me. There we go. Bright Pulse. Here we go. All of Willie's stuff and his wife who never did shit to anybody. All right? How do we know that he's a fan? I don't think there's been a single time that KUIHMAN has mentioned Tiny's rape that hasn't made me laugh IRL. The delivery is on it. It's perfect. Even when he's mentioning, wanting to post it. Don't read too much into the screenshot. I think we can say he's a fan. I think that goes along with Willie's quote. Oh, there's more KUIHMAN stuff. This is from Dabman, the other guy that wanted to take off work to gather doxes. I don't know. It's probably kind of gay lazy to post up straight up KUIHMAN clips, but he's probably the best we got in terms of the anti-Fletcher representation, not in the JSOC is decent making arguments. Well, unfortunately, it's pretty easy for Destiny to poison the well towards Cherry and all this other stuff about Cherry and all that other stuff. Oh, by the way, Willie was the one that put the silver bullet in Destiny. None of these guys did. None of their tactics worked. The closest thing, and I'm not calling Willie a journalist, too honest journalism, talking to people, trying to put both sides out, being objective. That's what got Destiny. That's what got him. So we got two fans.
One day.
Remember,
in one day than they've done in 6 months.
They've been calling, more damage in 1 day in 6 months, and it's the only way it happens if Willie plays it the way he plays it, and that wasn't even good enough. They're still been slandered. I don't know, like how is KUIHMAN slandered? I suppose you could say I am, but I mean, I wouldn't care if he took me to court because I got a video of him doxing people and playing stupid. It would never fly. It would never fly. It wouldn't fly with anybody that's rational. I'm going to tell you something, Spicy Chat. There is a whole world out there outside of Spicy Chat. And most people don't get in these semantic debates when you have that kind of evidence. But look, you can't say that. Yeah, you can. That's there you go. All right. I can comfortably accuse him of doxing. But Willie never did. And I don't know why. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I think it's because his dox was already out there. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I mean, it doesn't matter whether Destiny did it or anybody else did. Yeah, Destiny, they all did it. And who put it out? They did it. They doxed them. Now, I think you can apply intent, malicious intent, whether it wasn't by accident, all this other stuff. Well, maybe. But I don't believe this shit. I've been dealing with this guy for fucking months. And he is perfectly comfortable talking about me sending dick pics to Kinetic Cal. As are is it fair for me to say that KUIHMAN and Spicy Chat and Chud's community have been calling me a pedophile for months? I'm saying that. It's objectively true. So why can't Willie? Why is this a lie? Why is this slander? I know it's not. It's not slander. It is a deliberate attempt to obscure the truth. It's game playing. That's why they always want to get you in a debate. That's why, and then when you jump in their 5-on-1, Willie destroyed them 5-on-1. And they just keep going until they finally get it. That's the plan all along. What did Willie say? That's the quote, right?
This Bad Empanada did not originate my docs. He maliciously spread it everywhere, but my docs originated on a niche forum by this guy's unhinged viewers. So when I see this clip, it's obviously a dog whistle to fuck with me.
A dox originated on a niche forum by his unhinged viewers. That's not a lie. It's right there. It's not there. I suppose you could get into the semantic. Well, there's not enough of them to call him that. I like fucking bullshit. That's why you never debate this shit. So there you go. It happened. There it is. A sock account came out of nowhere and just happened to the reply to the people that were talking about his stocks. This is not an outrageous allegation. Any more than this is an outrageous allegation about Nick's community. You have guys talking how much they like his content. You have a guy in a Discord, Nick's Discord. It's pretty easy. What they're doing is they're being dishonest. They're trying to act like Willie slandered them when they didn't. And it's just a weird way to play victim. Now this happened, keep in mind, Augie went after Willie, never mentioned the wedding, never mentioned any of this stuff. From what I understand, he never really bothered to look into what's up here. And this is after kind of the community turned on him, and this is what he had to say.
But it's like, we're gonna sit here and really act like I'm the irrational one, because I'm not cool with just fucking smearing people because they pissed some of my fucking friends off. Okay?
So he was smeared. He was smeared. My docs originated from a niche forum from this guy, KUIHMAN's unhinged viewers. That is a smear.
Because that's what I'm starting to notice is going on in this community. People are getting way too fucking comfortable lying and just telling stories that just aren't true about.
I don't think this is crazy for a group of people that have been demanding the so-called proof that Willie should have put out for KUIHMAN's community. I think that Augie is obligated to say why he's lying. What's the lie? Where is he lying? I mean, they're demanding absolute DNA proof that it was his community. I know with this stuff right here, you can play all sorts of semantic games. So Shouldn't Augie be able to point out what's going on here? Like mention the lie? I mean, we see this a lot with Aiden. Oh, he's lying about me. He's lying about me. Well, what's a lie? The problem is once you say the lie, that's where the debate begins. That's not the debate they want to have. Because the only accusation they're saying is untrue, or at least KUIHMAN's community, is the docs originated on a niche forum by this guy's unhinged viewers, which is true. It's that simple.
People that they don't like, including people that have done cunty things towards them. I understand why Tommy C's mad at these people. I get why Willie's mad at these people. But I'm not cool suddenly with just fucking lying about them.
So he basically called me a liar and Willie a liar. Show the lies. You got us. You got us. The only thing he said is KUIHMAN's community did it. It happened in Kiwi Farms. This is not a revelation. He doesn't even have to show this. This is obvious. It came from them. Spicy chat's a thing. KUIHMAN's community is a thing. KUIHMAN streams are a thing. The replies to my tweets are a thing. This is just one today. What do you got here? Stop being a reprobate pedophile. I'm positive that you molested them because you were also molested as a kid. Most pedophiles are like that. Someone who's molested continues to abuse. So prove us wrong, you old-ass pedophile. I'm going to say he's from KUIHMAN's community. I don't think he's from Lolcow Cafe. I don't think that's a fucking stretch. And again, I'm not trying to get all these guys to, oh my God, I don't know. There's nobody in KUIHMAN's community saying, oh my God, it really did come there. No, because KUIHMAN's community knows they're doxing and they're okay with it. KUIHMAN's okay with it. He just doesn't want to be called it. I think eventually KUIHMAN will, especially now that he's working with Salvo, a known doxer, he will eventually say he's a doxer and doesn't give a shit. Ralph did it. He'll come next. Believe me. But the good thing about that is he'll stay in the area. The island will, everybody will know to stay away from him. He'll never get outside a Discord debate with some weirdo. He's never going to get it again. So here's another one. Can I say that Lumpy Willie's from Chud's community? Is that fair?
Oh, yeah.
Is that fair? Is that okay? Do I need some kind of evidence here? Is it fair to say that Lumpy Willie's from? Who get a one in the chat if Lumpy Willie's from Chud's community? I need the dopamine, please. He's from Chud's community. Can I say that these people are from KUIHMAN's community? They like KUIHMAN. Well, you can like women and not be in his community, I suppose. Jesus. Hold on, let me get this. What's the name? Let me get a better version of this. This is quite funny. Okay, here's a little better picture of this. I'm currently working on finding his address. Talking about Simp Man. Hellbent, Godspeed. Hellbent, I'm sure you're gonna come up with something like you're not replying to him, you're replying to somebody else. But just a word of advice: when you're hanging around a bunch of doxers, if you don't want to be called a doxer or part of a doxing community, maybe just wait a couple times, but like wait till they stop talking about doxing people before you stick your nose in it. Help it. Because you might not be doxing anybody, and you might not be telling Lumpy Willie Godspeed to get Simp Man stock. You might have been responding to something that happened an hour ago by saying Godspeed. You might be, but it looks it. And I think it would be fair to say that you are involved with a bunch of doxers. I think that's fair. Now, there is no problem here because Lumpy Willie doesn't have a problem with it. Lumpy Willie doesn't. And that's it. That's it. You don't need some kind of DNA evidence to sit there and say that it was KUIHMAN's community. I mean, I could say, well, you only had one screenshot of Nick. You can't say for sure that was Nick DeOrio's just because it was in his server. I'm in lots of servers that I'm not in the community, and that's the kind of logic we're talking about. Who wants to watch Aiden cry? Put a one in the chat. Tommy is a Snow White liberal. Tommy. So there you go. None of that needs to be there. It doesn't have to be mentioned in Willie's video. It's out there. It's apparent. It's there you go. But for those who are on the fence that didn't want to do the math, look into it, and why would you? It's supposed to be YouTube drama. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be this deep, and that's why they muddy the water. They muddy the water to keep people, just regular folks, out of it. Willie presents YouTube drama in a consumable way. The debate bros don't. And by the way, I'm so sick of them calling this a civil war. It's not a civil war. It's an invasion, a Twitch poll invasion. And now you see how, I mean, you know what Twitch poll is? You know, the Sans crew, Sans lying all the time. Sans reporting things that aren't true all the time. Why wouldn't they? There is no bad tactics, only bad targets. Give you a perfect example. You threaten to sue me, you get backlash and say, oh, Tommy fell for the joke. I'm now a bad target. It's that simple. It's not an invasion. It's not a civil war. It's an invasion. That's what it was. It's not even that serious. So
British trying to invade another thing. Shocker.
Yeah. Big. Yeah. Oh yeah. A bunch of liberals. I don't think it's even fair to call them liberals, to be honest with you. I mean, as much as I'm in love with liberals, I don't think it's even fair. Let's go to Aiden. Let's go to Aiden. Aiden is calling me a liar lately, and he said that Willie has presented no evidence about KUIHMAN's community. All right. And it handed me some of the more ammo than any of the YouTube I covered in the last 9 years. Maybe not as much. No, I don't think that's true. I think, like, God, Wings might have handed me more. And maybe Boogie. After he exposed me for good grades. No, that's a lie right off the bat. I think you're lying about your grades. I'm excited to see what he's going to use now. I'm going to use you crying about Nick. Clearly, you know that. Wonder if it's going to be that the fact that I actually get a call back after submitting an employment application. Or maybe it's going to be that I'm forced by my miserable wife to sleep on the couch. Did I ever say that?
No.
I don't sleep on the couch.
So.
I think he made it up. It's just a joke. Or maybe he'll come out me for dodging child support. An expat living in a foreign nation. Well, both my kids are German. I did a really shitty job if I was going to dodge child support. I probably should have went back home. Or did you just make it up? You know me for years. You know where I've lived. This guy is demanding. This guy is the one that's saying that Willie has nothing. It's too funny. Living in Florida for the past decade, 2 decades, and unable to speak the language. I speak the language better than you think. Or maybe it's time he'll come at me for having a child that refused to talk to me. What did I do to this guy? I said he was a boob. I said he was a liar. I said he was shifty. I said he was all over the place. But I don't think I went at him like this. But whatever. I wasn't nice to him. Wait. I know it's going to be an expose on the fact that I'm not financially desperate, that I got pimped out by Keemstar. Well, if I'm getting pimped out by Keemstar, I clearly have a job, you dipshit, despite refusing not to work for him again. Well, you got me there, but I'll take the check. So, let's go to this right away. Aiden invited this guy, Perry, and I have a little experience with Perry. And from what I understand, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm just going to throw it. I don't think it's a crazy thought, though. This Perry guy, he barely knew him. Well, he's well known in Chud's community. He also sent me this. He made this sort of trap video. It was a bullshit video about Chud. So I guess I would cover it. But I just did what Aiden did, and I checked into this guy. And to be honest with you, the video is terrible. And it's a bunch of lies about Chud that I'd cover it so I would embarrass myself. So I checked into it. I'm like, Aiden, and that's it. And I said, he says, hi, Tommy. I'm sure you're still interested in covering the Chud Logic stuff. But if so, I published a video going over some less well-known stuff. Thanks to his efforts to hide it in the past, as well as more niche controversies. No thanks. That's all I said. You will regret this decision. I doubt it will have any effect on me at all. How many children are you comfortable losing? That's who Aiden let in his house. Now, from what I understand, Nick DiOrio, I guess they forgave each other, but that's not why I'm here. I don't care. That's none of my business, whether Nick DiOrio. But what is funny, that the fact that he got in bed with this guy, which explains why he got in bed with a bunch of doxers like KUIHMAN. So, let's go over it. Oh, I got to move this because I got to see his beautiful expressions. They're so wonderful to me. So this is when we find out that Aiden got done in by this dude, who doesn't have that great by the way, I did do a little. He doesn't have that great a reputation even in Chud's crowd. Oh, by the way, he also called in here to debate me to defend Chud. Also, the day that I got like 100,000 subs and like 10,000 in a live stream, a lot of the language was very similar to losing children. I don't know. Maybe that came from Chud or KUIHMAN's community. Call me crazy. I mean, does everybody have to walk stupid around here? All right, watch this.
Man, but you are sweeping for DiOrio. This professor.
What does this have to do with DiOrio?
Because you had those DMs that you.
Let's see. Really and Friends. Perry looks like Bobax. Yeah, he's a really good. Like, doesn't he look like a guy that just can't meet women? And these guys are in their 20s. They got no excuse.
DiOrio was sending you about how he was mad at KUIHMAN and you didn't want me to talk about it.
Did you look through my fucking computer?
Yeah, I did. I saw your DMs. It was like,
what
this
the
piece of shit is lying about
What
me.
the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I'm just bringing it up. Because
Perry Thomas should go belly to belly. Yeah, you might. Yeah. But, I mean, I was skinny as a board when I was his age. What's he going to look like when he's mine?
you're saying that I'm not allowed to bring up private stuff like that, but if you wanted to bring that up...
Wait, backtrack. When I was out of this room, you went through my computer?
Yeah, just the Nick DMs. The first thing I clicked on was DiOrio.
What the fuck is... Why would you ever think that's an okay thing to do?
Because he's a type of guy, he's a troll, you moron. Didn't Becca tell you?
Okay, buddy.
Becca told you you're a moron too? Yeah, they remind you of people you make fun of in college. That's the best part. You wouldn't have known them too long because they dropped out.
Curiosity?
I was just... It's funny.
This is too funny. He just like went through his computer. So Nick blocked him on everything. And now we get to watch him fucking cry. And he's clearly, I mean, I don't think I'm being unreasonable here. He's clearly crying.
It does look that way.
It does. I mean, I'm sorry. He's got a little thing on his. He's wiping tears off the last half an hour. You got him dried off, but you still have that sort of a blackness under your eyes.
There's still a little. There's still a little bit of shine on his right side.
And then the way he's talking, he's clearly upset. He's really like, fucking, why did you get involved with that jerk off like that? Why are you surprised that I didn't want to do an interview with you or debate? Why or that you would treat me fairly or anything? Because you have horrible judgment. You're a stupid kid who's 20 years old, but clearly only 12 emotionally. In fact, your voice hasn't changed that much since you were 12. God.
But then it makes me feel like I felt like there was a friendship, and it was just I was like the intermediary guy to like reform someone's image on like this side of
You took that upon yourself?
Community.
So he took it upon himself to defend the doxing community.
Okay, buddy.
Nice. Riley and Friends. I haven't seen such a immediate post-cry footage since Maddox documentary. Yeah.
And it's my mistake for thinking there was a friendship, right? I mean, I met him, in real life. I
did whatever he told you because you're easy to influence. Whenever you have somebody you kind of like, you just kind of tell you something and you imitate it. And right now, the reason you're sending me like crazy shit like about my my kids and my marriage is because that's the kind of stuff the KUIHMAN's community would do. You've always been easy to influence. I mean, half the reason you were on Augie's show to begin with is because you were kind of funny and ridiculous.
He gave me some good advice for my channel, that kind of shit. And like, I've known the guy for several years.
Like, and how is DiOrio a bad friend because you exposed it, because he blocked you for exposing DMs? That seems like a pretty reasonable thing. Like, he can't trust you to take care of your shit. He can't trust you for the relationships you maintain. That seems pretty reasonable.
But it kind of makes me feel, I don't know, like a bit used, I guess.
Oh, he was used by a Diorio because Diorio blocked him for being irresponsible with his private information. Oh, God. Let's hear more.
Like he leaks, he blue balls, whatever. Like, and then like in my case, I made a mistake where someone went through my computer without my consent and saw the most non-incriminating DM ever. And
How do you know what he saw? That's what he's admitting to, dipshit. You're out of the house.
Some random spicy chat Chud Logic viewer with an open computer with his DMs on it.
Mm-hmm. I think I
Like-
know.
What?
And from what I understand, I don't think it's a big deal. From what I understand, the tweet in question is Diorio bitching about KUIHMAN getting involved with the DOXER salvo. So that's the one that Perry admitted
You actually
to.
don't need to interact with real people ever.
I feel. Let's hear this.
Teddy donated $5. I feel Aiden's pain when I found out Nick blocked me. I was so depressed I stopped eating for a month, stopped talking to anyone every day. I just looked at mirror crying. One time I punched the mirror cause I hated looking at the guy that
That blocked my dick. Teddy with the winner. Teddy.
it's like an instant bridge burn, despite me like being the most
Do you remember you were told to stay away?
charitable. Not saying he owes me anything as a result of
Do you
it,
remember you were told to stay away?
but being the most charitable out of anyone on this side.
And let's not forget. He saw what they did to me and complained that I wanted nothing to do with him and that it was unfair of me to lump me in with the people that he's in bed with now. And he's, in a lot of ways, doing it again. Like, he knows, Nick knows who these guys are. He sees it. He's not falling for, well, you don't have enough proof. You have no, nobody's falling for that. Nobody is falling for that. Isn't it funny to walk around all day, think you're the smartest guy in the fucking room, and have nobody fucking believe you?
Side of the fucking community, right? Like towards him, you know, and it's like just to instantly bridge burn over. Yeah, I am blaming him. Yes, I'm blaming him.
I'm blaming him for me being irresponsible with his private information with a troll that I decided to make. Now, did he go to Europe? Is he in Europe, or did this guy go to California, Long Island? That's the only thing I'm kind of interested in. It is Nick's fault that he was irresponsible with his stuff. Because something tells me there's more than bitching about fucking KUIHMAN in there. There's probably a lot of stuff that he entrusted you with. God knows why. You know, if somebody wants to say, why is he talking to Nick talking to Aiden? Yeah, your guess is good as mine.
They're saying he's in Europe.
He's in Europe? He flew all the way to Europe to see a loser troll who talks about people's dead kids. And he wants to know what went wrong. What? It's Nick's fault. Like, can you imagine? This guy's a child. Tommy was actively snaking like Nick knew it.
It's funny too because he's talking to Tommy, he's promoting Tommy, or he's interacting in Tommy's streams while Tommy is.
When was the last time Nick interacted in one of my streams? I want to say it was before Chud.
In the middle of lying about me.
We're never going to hear this again. We're never going to hear the lie. It's kind of a common tactic.
Going on a crusade against me, fucking me over because
I didn't go on a crusade against you. I told you to leave me the fuck alone. I didn't want to do your goddamn thing because I thought you were a shifty bitch. You're the one that freaked out about it, and you've handed me content ever since. You stop crying, you start freaking out, probably get bored of covering you. I said, no, I think you're shifty. That was the snake move. And by the way, do you know what else I told Nick? I said, stay away from that guy. You can't trust him. Well, what happened here? You gave a troll his DMs. You gave him his DMs. That's not lying about you. Saying I don't trust you because you're irresponsible or stupid or for the people that you're hanging around is not snaking you. It's telling you, well, it was telling you to fuck off is snaking you.
Asked him to call in, actively snaking me.
I asked him to call in. I said no, and that was snaking you.
You know, like trying to text me with what he thinks is like sensitive personal information that just isn't even real, by the way.
How do you know? You weren't there.
You know,
and how does Nick know? How does Nick know? He can screenshot everything and send it to, I don't know, KUIHMAN's community. He doesn't.
Tommy's being like a total piece of shit to me.
I don't like you.
I said to Nick,
I don't like you. Is it okay not to like you? I don't like you. I don't like who you hang around with. If you hung around Nazis, I wouldn't like you. If you hung around fucking commies, I wouldn't like you. If you hung around murderers, I wouldn't like you. If you hung around rapists, I wouldn't like you. And I just happen not to like you for people who say I send dick pics to kids and have no evidence while you piss and fucking moan about Willie not having evidence.
About 800 times in call, I am not going to police who you talk to. You're allowed to talk to him. I said my only...
I'm not allowed to talk. I'm not allowed to not talk to you.
The problem maybe was like the promotion of his streams while he was actively lying about me.
Yeah.
But who you're talking to, I don't care. I said that to him, right? Like, Tommy was actively being like...
What, he promoted one of my streams. I think he said recently he was happy Willie and Tommy got back on Lolcow. No links, no nothing. That's it. That's it.
Like,
that's actually fucking... And you could see he understands. And I'm going to go this far. He knows he's a liar. He knows KUIHMAN's a liar. He knows he knows they docked Willie Max. He knows all of this shit. This is why when it didn't work, when Willie's video Wally mopped that whole community, right? The whole Spicy Chat, KUIHMAN, Chud Logic crowd. This is why they had to beg Nick. This is why they had to shame Nick when he didn't cooperate. Because they know the only way, and look, it's a numbers game at the end of the day. The truth is kind of Like, I mean, Feed My Family is a perfect example. I never said it, but a million sub YouTuber did. They know that. He's the hottest guy in the community. If he says it, whether it's true or not. But why should Nick have to lie and spend clout capital about Willie, about me? Just because what, you babies want it? So he's actually spared you. But they keep poking the bear. And I you know, KUIHMAN says, you know,
you actually don't need to interact.
Well, he says that too. You know, KUIHMAN says
Nazi Rapist donated $5. Hey Tommy, you should give us a fair shot. We're not that bad.
I'm actively snaking you. I told you I don't want to talk to you. And I told you, the crowd, I don't trust you. You have proven it without a doubt. Thank you. Thank you. You've proven it by hanging out with people that are saying the most abominable things about me, right? And you're doing it by being completely irresponsible. What I said to Nick, and you've been calling out Nick left and right, calling his character into question because he didn't even back you up.
You actually don't need to interact with real people ever.
Liam donated $6.74. Aiden can go after your kids, wife, throw pedo shit at you and do
Call me
whatever,
Tommy
but
CP.
once Nick blocks him, he starts throwing a baby tantrum. How cute.
It's adorable. It's adorable.
Shitty to me, actively admitting to snaking me. And by the way, right, Nick knew he was...
Did I admit to snaking him? I think I just told him
snaking
to fuck
me.
off. All right, whatever.
Tommy...
Nah, he's just making shit up now.
He admitted that he was like in Nick's ear telling him not to talk to me.
Yes! For reasons you proved to be true!
I found it out from Tommy, who for some reason, while accusing Chud of being a snake, just admitted that he loved me to believe we were on good terms and was secretly like behind my back telling Nick not to talk to me.
Yes! Because you're an idiot that would fly to Europe to meet a troll!
And
it's just good advice!
Why you're friends with him, and I'm not gonna police that. I'm not gonna police that. And I said that.
Yes, you are. You know, he's always saying he's not going to go to Nick, but he goes to Nick. He posted in one of my chats that he's like he told Nick 7 times that he didn't want him to get involved until the Willie Mack Camp video came out, where he called his character into question why he didn't get involved. It's unbelievable. It's just amazing how he cuts his own throat. He's the worst debater, the worst explainer, the worst storyteller, the worst guy who calls me a fucking mush brain. He can't even keep his own story straight.
A million times. This is what I mean. Like, I feel like there's like charitability
I don't think
that is just never like being reciprocated.
Wow, stop hanging around doxers. Maybe you get more charitability. Hold on. More crying.
You made Fatty mad? True. Also, by the way, from now on, my new nickname is Mr. 4.0.
No. It's Mr. It's Mr. Shifty 4.0.
No, Tommy sees on Twitter being like, look at Mr. 4.0. And it's like, true? Thanks for that.
Are you gonna show your grades? I mean, I know you can block your name. You can do that, right? I mean, everybody else has to come up with fucking lots of screenshots and say, don't tell me you can't show your fucking grades with blocking your last name and your address. You can block the names of classes.
He like keeps calling me that, and I can't tell if it's like a attempt at sucking up. I don't know why he keeps calling me that. Like, I'm humble about it, Tom.
Oh, now he's playing stupid.
I'm humble about it. I don't like to bring up the fact that Tommy, like, it's not that Tommy didn't go to college. I don't think it's like that shameful if you don't go to college. A lot of very intelligent, successful people I know never went to college. What's shameful is starting something
I went to college and I dropped out. Let's see what happens to Aiden.
and not finishing it.
But then again, maybe his parents will force him through. They probably dumped a pile. I'm sure he's been stealing money from them for years.
Right. And you know, I never, until he was like bringing up my college or whatever, I was never like using.
No. You brought it up in the chat. You said you have a 4.0. I got a 4.0. Frustrated by being cut off by Nicholas Diorio. A minor mistake. Exile highlights the hypocrisy of Tommy C. Rent-free and others who share private information freely, why he faces unjust punishment. Why is it punishment? Do you need Nick? I mean, I wouldn't want to lose Nick as a friend, but 4.0 Q maybe. I wouldn't lose news. I don't need him to do this. I mean, I can do whatever I like. Probably wouldn't have had it as long without him. Probably wouldn't have got the lookout job without him. Fair enough, but I don't need Nick to talk shit about you. And I don't need to go begging him publicly or privately.
Yeah, I made an understandable mistake. It's not going to happen again. That's the point of mistake.
And if you just said that, I wouldn't be making fun of you now.
You learn from them. And it's like to just like totally cut, not even talk to
I'm
me.
not even stuck up for you. I like fucking mistake.
Just totally cut me off over that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there was maybe some underlying reason that you weren't comfortable going to me about and like addressing. And this was just like the.
You're an idiot. That's nobody wants to tell somebody they're an idiot and irresponsible moron.
Straw that broke the camel's back potentially. And then
well, maybe that's another thing. Broke the camel's back. Have you been driving him nuts?
You know, what's also dumb is that in my case, it was negligence. It was a mistake that led to something that's not even that damning being leaked.
That we know of.
And then what then goes and happens, or no, then I get cut off over that. But then you have Tommy, who is like Nick's like confidant or whatever.
Am I?
You then have Tommy, who
am I?
Gives us enough info after every conversation with Nick where we could just figure out what was said. Like, for example, the only reason we know what Chud Logic had DM'd Nicholas Diorio is because, as far as I think if I remember correctly, because Tommy had, you know, given us like a million hints as to what was revealed to him in private over the course of this stream. Nick didn't give a fuck. That was knowing and intentional.
I don't even understand that. What's my confidant? I did talk to him yesterday. Before yesterday, 8/12/2025. 4/8/12/2025. I don't call my regular phone for obvious reasons. Before then, it's all text messages though too. I don't think there's calls in between those. The 11th. 8/9. I think that call had more to do with Billy Mitchell. I was complaining that he was pumping him up. My conciliary. No. He asked my opinion about you, and I told him. And I turned out to be pretty accurate. I don't think anybody tells Nick what to do. I'm not going to find any stuff with me begging him. Let's see. 6/25. Oh, there's almost a month in between. I guess. Well, in fairness, he did do the. He did go on vacation. Confidant? You should have to prove that, sir.
As far as I know, Nick didn't give a fuck, or if he did, he didn't go through a bridge burn over that. For me, it's like just instant.
What did I do to Nick? Nothing.
Bridge burn.
Oh, you're saying I leaked the stuff to Nick? Okay, sure.
I don't know. I feel like
if
Aiden.
Let me tell you something. What did I leak? Did I leak that there was a problem between him and Chud? I've never leaked that. I've never said that. The only thing I said is I crossed my T's and dotted my I's. But whatever. Confidant? I just got to come up with stuff. Let's see. Enjoy watching you losers kick and scream like Diorio ignores you. And they by the way, before this blocking, there was a lot of kicking and screaming by Aiden.
Yeah, and then he plays hero, and then he's like, I have to take everyone out. I have to take everyone out.
Huh?
No, you're just like, when he says I'm taking people out, it's just upholding the standards that he's set for himself.
Huh?
That's all it is, right? It's like, criticize other people, like a Cheeto for, or was it a Cheeto? I think so, right? Fucking up the Sniper Wolf story or whatever it was. Saying, oh, people should call him out. Everyone around him should be calling him out.
I think Nick called him out himself. I don't think he did. I don't ever remember being. I didn't call it. Did I call it Cheeto out? Agent. I don't think I even covered that thing. I never touched. Chat? Has I ever covered?
You did.
What? Did I cover
I
a
don't
Cheeto?
think you ever did.
No. So there goes that. Like he's telling me, you can tell me to do it. I can always do what I wanted. You guys are the ones that are counting on him. Chud's counting him in. KUIHMAN's counting on him. J-Stock's counting him in. Aiden's counting on him. I don't need him. Not for this. I might need him on a good place to get a cheap arcade one up. If I ever fucking got enough money to have a pinball machine.
Talk about, Caffles and how when she fucks stuff up, she should be called out by everyone around her. And how the transcute is self-policing. Whack.
Nick is telling people to call. I've never been told that I had to call somebody out. The closest thing that Nick did is when we got in a fight over John Swan. Because I told Nick, I don't buy it. His story's bullshit. The autistic kid's bullshit. It's a dog ate white homework story. At the time he bought it, he thought about it, talked to fucking John, and got him to spill everything. That is the closest thing that Nick has ever done to me to push me into a story. I covered the stories when I agree with him, sometimes verbatim, and I either not covered stuff or completely disagreed. In case of John Swan, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That everybody's got to do it. Oh, wait a minute, KUIHMAN. I know what you're doing. This is what you do to other people, so you think that's what everybody does.
Poetic about the stuff, and then when it comes time to self-police himself, all of a sudden it's a fucking chore. All of a sudden it's being dragged, kicking and screaming. Literally the last guy.
He doesn't need you. And I think what you're going to find out, I don't know, you'll have to ask him, that he probably doesn't agree with you as much as you think. But what you're trying to do is, if you don't agree with us, we're going to stick Spicy Chat on it. That's what you're doing.
Guys to do it. Like...
This is self-policing. Self-policing, everybody think the same.
I mean, audience capture.
Yeah, you're policing. Like the Stasi.
Dude, that's literally what you're doing.
More crying by Aiden. God, it's, Aiden, exiled Aiden there. His own man. Doesn't need Nick at all for anything. been whining for a month, the last 2 weeks, crying because nobody bought your bullshit. Nobody bought Queen's bullshit. Everybody thinks that Willie's in the right, and nobody thinks you are. And the only thing you guys can come up with is everybody's stupid. That's why they didn't do it. And everybody's ganged up on us. Tommy C and Willie Mac show. No. You're lucky you didn't cover Willie's video. You're lucky.
Yeah, I made an understandable mistake.
All right, understandable mistake. I already heard that. Fighting to rebuild bridges. I'm sure Tommy CP will do that.
Go reach out to him. I'm not going and like fighting to rebuild bridges that were burned like anymore because it's like I
think he actually did do that after this, and I think they're okay now. So sorry about that.
Feel as though a lot of the friendships that I've thought I've had over time were just like entirely one-sided. And then if that's
he carried the load for everybody. He carried the load for Augie and Tipster and Bovax. Completely one-sided. If it wasn't for Aiden, there would have been no commentary community.
the case, like if it really wasn't one-sided, then people would, if they actually had any interest in rebuilding a bridge, they could reach out to me. I'm not going through the I just feel like the charity that I have provided was not really like reciprocated at all. The charity that I've provided to others, I think Nick has, gotten certain things wrong. I've disagreed with him on several things. It's not like that's less personal, obviously. So it's not like, I don't like your Ethan Klein take, so I'm gonna burn the bridge. But it's like I feel and then there was a time, I'm not gonna get into the specifics of it actually, unless he really fucking wants me to and claims this is a lie. Then I'll get into the specifics of it. But like there was a time where like, yeah, he almost like totally like fucked me over OPSEC wise on one of his streams. And it's like, I don't care. Like, I understand. You made a fucking mistake. Like, big fucking deal. I'm not angry.
You had a serious fucking wacko in your midst. Like a really crazy guy. Like not your average douchebag. It wasn't like you revealed it to me or Augie. You had like a really fucking crazy guy that you didn't have the adult judgment to stay away from. He knows that Queen's community is a bunch of doxers. He knows what Spicy Chat is. He probably knows all about Perry. And when you called into Beckett, is that where you first learned about it before you hooked up with him? Ryle Kittenhouse? That's what he's worried about. Kittenhouse Kitten or something, one of those guys. That's what he's scared of. So by blocking you, it eliminates the possibility.
And like, there's just no, I don't know. I don't get it. There's no charity given to me. Absolutely not.
Oh, God.
He leaked all that shit to Sunday. Well, yeah,
When I told Nick to tell you to fuck off, he continued to fuck with you. There's your charity. There's your charity. And the moment you make a catastrophic fuck up, which you pretend is not a catastrophic fuck up, you're acting like, oh, no charity. You're such a baby. No wonder you've been crying. Because Brian, my friend cut me off. Welcome to the adult world. This is why I don't believe you have a 4.0. You got to be somewhat responsible. You have to fucking constantly, everybody I know that had those kind of grades, I barely knew because they're always working. They didn't have time to bullshit and do this dumbass shit. You know who has the time to do this shit? College dropouts. So yeah, there was plenty. I think on 2 separate occasions, I told him not to trust you and to stay away from you. He didn't listen to either of them because that's his right. There's your charity right there. This wasn't all at once. He saw what you were saying to me. He saw that you were calling people Tommy CP. He saw that you were joining Queen's community. He saw it all. He saw who you were defending. And he saw that you went with a completely insane troll. You went to Europe to meet a troll, Aiden. Most people go to Europe to get fucking laid and have a good time and drink. You sat down with a fucking fat weirdo. You didn't know anything about him. He should have just, he was obligated to block you. God knows what you told him. He told you out of friendship. He's absolutely obligated to do it. You're lucky he unblocked you.
leaks like.
So here's the thing: I get no charitability. Poor me. I'm a big baby. Oh my god. No, you don't have a 4.0. This is unbelievable.
I understand he's like not being malicious about. Like I understand when you sometimes you just talk and say too much, etc., etc. But it's like I'm not like here getting like ever like angry over that. I still like trust him. I still give him. I'm like literally just like walked on all the time.
Oh, and he's the victim. KUIHMAN's the victim. J-Sock's a victim for fucking banging Cherry. It's amazing to me. Chud's a victim for being a piece of shit to me until I had enough of them. They're all victims.
Like I feel like it's like dating back years, and I essentially, and this is like a fault on my end, like I functioned as like a borderline PR rep for him on this side of the community. And I
don't know what you went to Europe for, but meeting up with that guy was brain fucking dead. But I'm the intermediary for the Chud community to show you they're not really bad guys. I took that upon myself. I put it on my back, but all everybody ever did was step on me. Poor you. Poor you.
I feel like that's like maybe the only reason he was willing to talk to me, despite when I thought there was a genuine friendship there.
There was a friendship there? You fucked it. Boy, talk about it. Listen, how can you take this guy in a debate seriously? He's incapable of taking any responsibility for himself. I made a mistake.
Despite the fact that, I'm cool with a lot of people he
Well, not anymore. All right. This is interesting. I'll say, although Hellbent is no one to hang around either. And Hellbent, from what I understand, all the women that hang around them get fucked with. Fucked with. I don't know why they do it to themselves. The heartbreaking moment when exiled Hayden is forced to choose between healthy boundaries and keeping at least one fat friend. Now, whatever she is or she isn't, that's funny. So let's wrap up this fucker.
I walked out of this room and you went through my fucking computer.
No, I did. Yeah, I did.
How am I supposed to just move on from that?
I don't know, man. I mean, you want to edit here?
No, we could keep going. I mean, I don't like. There's nothing I could do about it now.
Yeah, no. I mean,
you know what's coming.
I shouldn't have done it, I guess, but because it is a violation of your trust.
How am I going to suck his ass? How am I going to beg him to back up my bullshit narrative?
I feel like the way I justified it at the time is like, oh, it's really cheeky to do. It's really cheeky to do.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because.
I mean, you really can see it. It's all like, So what does he do after that? He says he's the victim and it's Nick's fault. This is what I was talking about, Aiden, when I said you gave me a lot of content. And you responded with, I went to Germany because to avoid child support. And not hours earlier, you were saying you got to come up with proof. I mean, do I really get, if you do have a 4.0, do I get to say I was just joking? No. No, I don't. Man. Let's take calls. Duggums. You're on the air. Now what you got?
Well, I'll just say this. Even if, KUIHMAN said the whole, oh, well, I didn't really dox him. But he, you know what? You could see his face, how he's gleefully laughing.
Sure.
And then during that live stream, he left it up there so long, and it was not even censored, by the way. So, I mean, like, anybody could look at that and say, that guy is clearly being malicious. Even if you say it's a joke, whatever narrative they want to.
I know it's nothing, but see, that's the best part. That was the best part of Willie's video because they could sit there and get in some kind of hair splitting contest with Willie himself. Mm-hmm. That's why you're better off not talking to Aiden, not talking to any of these guys because that's all you're going to get into.
Exactly.
The best thing to do, put it out there, let normal people see it and come to it because the normal people are just going to be called stupid by the guys that fly out to Europe just to meet a troll.
Yeah.
The guys that like KUIHMAN who can't get along in society. I mean, that's my goddamn. He can't get along with people inside. He's tried it, and he's tried to deal with people. They're the ones that are going to get in the semantic debate. So all the hair splitting contests and something like that. So like, let them have it. Let them have it. Let Chud have it because he's completely controlled by them. If he doesn't agree with them completely,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's controlled by if he doesn't agree with them completely. You know,
Exactly.
I mean, he's so obviously controlled by them, and he's so terrified of Nick that he stopped talking about Ethan Klein, the big money. He's doing body cams now. Are they in here? Hold on, let me pull Aiden in here. Hold on. Is that Aiden? Hello?
Yo,
Hello?
Tommy, what's up, man?
Oh, stop doing that. Just get into it. Don't sit there and say hello
No,
to me.
no. Oh, sorry. You sensitive to that too? Sorry.
No, I'm not sensitive. I said get to the point. Don't be a phony.
By everything, dude. I said, "What's up?" You're like, "Can you not say?"
No,
that?
I said get to the point.
Okay, I'll get to the point. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trigger you. So essentially,
I'm gonna blow you up if you say that again, and throw you the. Yes, because you're gonna sit there and go in circles.
Dude, I'm terrified, Mr. Fucking
What a
fat ass
jackass.
Get to the point, you moron. Get to the point. I don't want to fucking sit there and go over this with you.
Why do you try to blow up a treadmill, you fat fuck?
You got nothing, Aiden. Gaiden, I got you and you know it. I got you and you know it. Go kiss Nick's ass.
First lie. I did not fly out here to meet this guy. Second lie. What?
That's a lie? What is a defy a lie? I'm dying to know what you think a lie is. So I deliberately said.
So like Willie Mack, when you knowingly state things as fact that you have no basis for, knowing that there's no basis for them, and more than likely believe them to be untrue.
So
right?
I didn't believe. So this thing. So you can read my mind. You can say that I didn't believe that you just went out to meet that jerk off.
Wait, how do you tell if anybody's fucking lying?
I don't know. You said, you could actually prove it with something. It's kind of like I did with you.
With contextual evidence, right?
This is what you got, folks. Contextual evidence.
Yes, that's how you guess, Tom.
Well, I mean, why should I take you seriously? You said I went to Germany. I mean, so you lied when you said I went to Germany to avoid my kids?
I never said I went to Germany.
Yes, you did. You have it right here. You said I was an expat living in Germany, so I didn't have to pay child support. We put it up there.
Saying I was living in Germany. I thought you were saying I was in Germany.
No, you didn't. I mean, sit there. I'm not going to get in this fucking lying competition. Nobody lied about you. They made fun of you. You're the bitch. You've always been a bitch. You've been a bitch your whole fucking life. And you know what I did? I stuck my dick in you. I fucked you. And I fucked you hard. And it was pretty good, I gotta say. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. You made a jackass of yourself, and I fucked you. I pulled down your pants and fucked you. And you know what the funny thing about that is, Aiden? Most men about of average height could pull down your pants and fuck you, and you couldn't do a thing about it. That's the funniest part. So here's the thing. Eat it, enjoy your doxing friends, and go beg Nick.
Proof? No proof yet. Where's
I put it all up there. You know, I don't have to prove to morons. You know what? And nobody bought it.
You're just reiterating.
Nobody bought it. Nobody bought it. My docs originated on the niche forum by KUIHMAN's unhinged viewers, and I proved it. Now, you, sir, are a liar that can only talk about my kids. You know I fucked you, and I fucked you good. Fuck your ass! Contextual evidence. Debate with that, never. never. Now you can go tell everybody that I ran. I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm too old for that shit. It's only funny for about a minute too. And this is about entertainment. And Aiden is not entertaining. This is Aiden. Wow, amazing stuff, Swami. You're so pathetic, Tommy. Well, maybe I shouldn't talk. Tommy T saying he fucked the minors. He's not a minor. He's not a... Tommy CP strikes again. Boy, Snaggle Daggler, you are the shiftiest fucking planet. Before you're praising me, and now you're not. He's not a minor.
Oh no.
Oh, ban Perry.
Jesus Christ.
Immediately. I'm smart. I'm smarter than fucking Aiden. Please ban Perry for permanently. Oh, that's right. You guys can't do that.
No, I can.
Oh yeah, permanent ban for Perry.
Yeah, he's gone.
He just wanted to come here and fucking scream at me. I can scream louder. You need contextual evidence. Like nobody's gonna buy that. They could see they could see that they could see the KUIHMAN's doxing. They can see it came from his community. The only allegation that Willie Mack ever had, and they have nothing. They have nothing. They're just gonna say no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I guess I'd call it a goalpost move, but it's not really a goalpost move when you keep putting the goalposts in the same spot and say they're not in the same spot.
Interact with real people ever.
Really donated $5.
I also find it funny is like they want the contextual evidence for what you say, but all the stuff that they say about
it's okay.
Oh, there's all of a sudden we're just joking. It's like
it goes back and forth. So I don't have to treat them with any kind of fairness or anything.
It is the destiny tactics. The same place.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I actually, everybody. Some guy had been recording my videos. So I knew Aiden would come in here on this one, and I knew he was going to be act like that. And if he acted like a human being for a second, I wouldn't have done that because then I would have looked like an asshole. And then I was going to say fuck him because now it's going to be all over Twitter. Willie has yet to provide a single piece of evidence. I provided it. He doesn't have to because normal people can see where it came from. You know what? We went by KUIHMAN's standard. Anything else, Jack? You got anything?
Hey, buddy. Well, I made fun of Aiden on Twitter after like he basically, what was it? That other fucking guy like leaked all the stuff, and I said, "Hey, nice job being a security risk jackass," and he posted that interaction on his Twitter. Nobody. I didn't think I was gonna piss you off that much, but all right.
Can we get that one where he says it's a lie and then he goes on and repeats like verbatim that it's not a lie? That's my favorite.
Yes, I'll get that.
I mean, we really should start putting like a best or who's who of what. So you got some old stuff in the
well,
for a change. What?
Yeah, I gotta get going. I'll see you later, though.
All right, see you later, Jack. Thanks for calling. Sit man. What's up, Sit man? What do you got?
I got what's it called?
People don't need evidence. They have the evidence already. They know what community it came from. Jesus Christ. I mean, you know what it is? Because like you can see Aiden because he's so easily influenced, whether it's that stupid jerk off he used to hang out with, or it's Nick. Then he goes by Nick's standards. Now he's hanging out. He's going by their standards. He's just going in circles. There's no evidence. No matter what you show him. He's like one of those conspiracy theorists. Like when you show him, like there's no conspiracy here. No matter what you show him, there's always something else. Or in this case, no matter what you show him, it's not it. You know. So there you go. Anything else hit me? No more callers?
What's it called? I think you just do things.
Okay. What we got? Let's see. Who did Jace talking about? What's this? What am I looking at?
This is apparently Wick accusing also KUIHMAN of doxing.
When? Today?
This is no, not today.
I don't know. I can't verify any shit. Who did Jace talk?
I'm just saying, there's more doxing.
Oh God, it's toxic. As soon as you come around this guy, it comes to the point where you just have to be fucking stupid. You know, like they like to use Willie's reply to JStalk or the JStalk picture as evidence that he doxed. But let's pretend that's true, which is ridiculous. Let's pretend that's true. How many allegations does Willie have against him of this? Spicy Chat, KUIHMAN, they have allegations going back forever. After a while, logic has to take over. KUIHMAN is doxing Drazi. I have no idea who that is. KUIHMAN has some Spicy Chat connections that'll bring him into question. I'm 100% right. He's being vindicated why I made the argument. Jeb Tan, the one who infiltrated everything, calm your concern trolling. What about JStalk? I really want to normalize calling him KUIHMAN. I would appreciate support. He's a fucking ridiculous. And what am I looking at here?
This one, what's it called? If we just ignore the Destiny GGG thing up at the top here, which is just talking about Raul Kittenhouse's 3 felonies.
Mm-hmm. What's Britbong have to do with it?
That's Big Bong.
Big Bong. Oh, it's Big Bong. All right. Hold on. All right. What Big Bong? Okay. What am I? Let's see. Cinema. Didn't Destiny mention on stream Raul Kittenhouse was doxxed and 3 felons? Any linkers to what happened over Kittenhouse? Clap confused. Big Bong wasn't doxxed. I doxed him. Giga Chad. This is Destiny bragging about doxing people. This is
Yeah,
way.
Destiny
I don't know what I'm
about
looking
doxing
at. I got thanks, Riley and friends. A real KUIHMAN moment. What am I looking at here?
This is just Destiny taking up the reins of doxing him and then sharing the link for his arrest warrant.
Okay, to prove that happened. Why am I seeing this? What does this have to do with the show? Is this? Are we having a Sitman moment?
Yeah, I'm just having my Sitman moment.
No, you're having a Sitman that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, not at all. Just wanted to really just show the top of just showing more links of apparently more spreading of doxing.
Yeah.
Of people there claiming about KUIHMAN.
Yeah. All right. All
Send me
right.
the clip
Oh,
you
I'm actually. I'll tell you today. I think there's something else coming down the pike. I was tipped off on something else. So. So I don't think it's. I don't think the allegations are over for him. It ain't gonna have shit to do with me. So we'll see. I suppose I
sent
be
you that
wrong
clip of
about it.
Aiden that you wanted.
Okay. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. And the best part is he doesn't know it's like ridiculous.
In my last conversation with Augie, he told me a story about how he quit drama for a year because a guy named Salvo was doxing and harassing him and his family.
This is a lie. This is a lie. Because Augie told me the exact same. Augie told me
the exact same thing?
The exact same, we had the exact same conversation. I was one of the few people online Augie was talking to.
By the way, I was told, not by Augie, in fairness, I'll say this again, that is one of the reasons he left. The biggest reason. Now, Aiden will back me up.
In the period he was gone. We had lots of I even stepped away for it. We had discussions about stepping away.
Clips, Maggle.
You know, some of this
permanently.
is Augie's own stuff to share. But Augie's reasons for stepping away were multifaceted, right? That was I think a contributing complaint, like maybe hitting the nail on or like a final like straw maybe that broke the camel's back as to why it might not be worth it. But there were like tons of reasons, including occupational reasons, including him having better prospects doing something.
That's everything I heard.
Else.
In my last.
But that was one of the biggest reasons. Yeah, he did. Oh, there you go. That's a lie, and then I'll just bet. No, it wasn't a lie. You're lying. How about that? You can't prove it. All right. I mean, Aiden is just one of these people. He thinks he can talk. He's not really run into anybody in life yet that like is just gonna like smack him around for listen, let me explain myself. No. That hasn't happened. Yeah, because he's still in like institutions. He's still in school. He's going to school. Someone tells me I'm going to find out something funny about that one day. 2. All right, let's do an after show. If you guys got to go, you got to go. I know I owe these guys one. Actually, you know what? No after show. Let's just hang out. Anybody's got a sub hangout, so let's bullshit together. All right? I might go outside and smoke and talk to y'all. Sound good? You guys are welcome to just hang out.
Yep.
Okay. Super duper. Oh, Pats. Let's do Pats. I got to pull old Tommy C out today, huh?
Yeah. Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Okay, buddy.
Quite good, Jeannie. They didn't call in. What? So I can yell at him again so he can go on and on and on and try to avoid saying anything? Just to repeat everything you're hearing, I'm lying. There's your answer. Here's mine. No, I'm not. Nesquik, Hopek, Rex, and P, Blue Jacket, Cody Grill, Final Flash, G-Man, Ghost Gaming, Little Man. I mean, do you think he really wanted to come in and debate me, or was he just pissed off that I showed the entire world that Willie knew about KUIHMAN's community doxing him? And by the way, like 90% of the people here, they knew that already too. They didn't need to see, they didn't need to go to Kiwi Farms to find that out. I mean, who fucking doxed Willie? Ninja's community? What are you, fucking retarded? Little Manly, not your typical mom. Really. Thanks so much. He really is really a great supporter. I wish I could give him some kind of extra thing. Taylor D, Tommy C. Scott, Jeannie, Picklington, Will Dillon, thanks so much. And if you want to get your name read off every goddamn thing, then I don't know. Send me money, $10 a month on Patreon. That's the rule. Aiden has become rage. Good. That's what I do here. Now go enjoy Aiden's stream, and hopefully we'll get more content out of him. I'm sure we will. Good night. All right.